Good afternoon, everybody. Please be seated so we can get started. All right. We're going to get started as people are walking in. My name is Dr. Khushnood Ahmed. I'm the Nominations and Elections Committee Chair for 2026. I am joined on stage by Dr. Sajid Zafar, who will help with the questions, as well as in sitting over there, Dr. Samina and Dr. Muhammad Arshad. They'll be helping with the timekeeping. Dr. Fawad is our co-chair for this year, and he should be joining us shortly. And we have 4 other members of Nominations Elections Committee who were unable to join today. So with that, I am going to call our candidates for president-elect, and in alphabetical order of the last name, please welcome Dr. Shahzad Iqbal, Dr. Lubna Naeem, and Dr. Talha Siddiqui. Right here, Doctor. Please give them a big round of applause as we get started with the meeting. First of all, we're going to have them seated on these chairs, and I'm just going to have them draw a number based on which they'll say number 1 will sit closer to me, number 2 in the middle, number 3 on the other side. And that will determine the order of questions we're going to basically ask them. All right, Dr. Talha will be sitting number 1, Dr. Lubna number 2, and Dr. Shahzad will be seated number 3 position. Use the podium? Yeah, thank you. I just want to go over some of the basic rules. The debate will start with opening remarks. Each candidate will have 2 minutes of opening remarks and 2 minutes of closing statements. We will ask questions from each candidate. It will be the same question based on the number. Question number 1 will be from candidate number 1. Same question will be for 2 and 3, but the number 2 question will be for candidate number 2 first, and then 3 and back to 1. So that's going to be the format. We'll keep rotating. To answer questions, there'll be 60 seconds, but if there's any pointed remark for another candidate, that candidate will be given 30 seconds for rebuttal. Questions have been submitted by the general membership, and we got a lot of questions, and NEC met. We reviewed the questions, and there were some similar questions. We consolidated them, and some of the questions, they were politically motivated one way or the other, controversial, and we have eliminated them. Candidates are not familiar with the question. They have no idea. This will be the first time they will be looking at those questions. Since they cannot see the screen, there's only one screen, we have printed those questions, and as we ask them question, we'll give that printed page to them, so this way they can look at the question and be able to answer. The phones, tablets, and laptops are only allowed for opening and closing statement. For questions, we need to put them face down, so we cannot reference ChatGPT. We want to hear from you, not from AI. And with that, we're going to get started. I will ask Dr. Talha Siddiqui first for opening statements, and I will keep the time. And candidates have the option, if you want to keep sitting and speak, or you want to come on the podium, it's up to you, or you can actually have the mic there, you can speak there as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Thank you, NEC. Assalamu alaikum, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, respected members of APPNA, distinguished colleagues, and my APPNA family. My name is Dr. Talha Siddiqui, and I stand before you not simply asking for your vote, but asking for your trust. For over 2 decades, I've been serving APPNA and Dugana, my alumni, in different capacities, as elected board member, as chair of several committees, conventions, and throughout the journey, I have learned one important lesson. Leadership is not about authority. Leadership is about service. APPNA today stands at a crossroad. I've been involved for 20 years. Our organization has extraordinary talent, but a lot of members, including young physicians, senior members, women, AMGs, and our Canadian members are disenchanted and a bit dissatisfied with the power decisions which are taking place. Many young physicians want to be included in the organization and have opportunities. My vision is simple. I believe in APPNA, which believes in integrity, inclusion, reform, and progress. Integrity means that there is financial transparency and accountability. Inclusion means that everyone has a share on the table. Reform means reforming the Constitution according to the environment. And progress means innovation and technology. Throughout my career, as a physician and serving APPNA, I have never believed in politics of division. I believe in building consensus and respecting differing opinions and putting APPNA above my personal interest. Tonight, I ask you not to judge me for my promises, but my past record and my commitment to leadership and my vision for future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Talha. Just as a reminder, when there's 10 seconds left, Dr. Arshad will point out that 10 seconds left, and we start to wrap up. And if we continue speaking, our team will turn the mic off. So with that, next will be Dr. Lubna Naeem.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Dr. Lubna Naeem, and I'm humbly requesting you to vote for me as APPNA president. Leadership is not about saying all's well. Leadership is about saying and having the courage to say, iceberg ahead. History bears witness. When APPNA's constitution was threatened, I fought tooth and nail to protect and restore it. As a member of Financial Compliance Committee, I continue to ask difficult questions. Why was the spending more than 30% this year as compared to last year? Why were the budgets delayed? Is the sponsorship money being spent according to the mission of APPNA? Are the vendors' contracts being appropriately reviewed? APPNA doesn't lack talent. APPNA lacks leadership who understands governance, its finances, and its mission. I'm the only candidate who has completed APPNA's executive leadership ladder, serving as APPNA's treasurer, secretary, and currently serving in Financial Compliance Committee, APPNA's highest financial oversight body. Campaign dinners and social media frenzy are not substitute for governance experience. I will propose 4 legislative reforms. Number 1, leadership and election reform. Direct election of secretary and treasurer for better accountability. Prior service as secretary and treasurer required for president-elect. 2-year continuous membership to vote and 0 tolerance for vote buying. Member Bill of Rights, conflict of interest reforms, Financial Accountability Act, timely budgets and mandatory budget compliance. This is a very lonely road, but I would like to say one thing.
No, time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lubna. Next up is Dr. Shehzad Iqbal.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thanks, NEC, for giving me the opportunity. My name is Dr. Shehzad Iqbal. I'm a gastroenterologist and adjunct associate professor in New York. My story with APPNA started 30 years ago when I landed in New York. Like all of us as a foreign immigrants, despite having good scores, I did not match for the first time. I looked for mentorship. During my journey, there came a time I have no permanent place to sleep. I was literally living and sleeping in the Greyhound bus. The next year when I got matched, my H1 got delayed. During those tough times, I looked for someone to mentor me and guide me. Those struggles shaped my commitment for service, and that's how the APPNA became my professional home. This is my 3rd decade of involvement with the APPNA. Using this platform as the chair of Young Physician Committee 15 and 17, Advocacy Committee for 7 years, managing the APPNA Accommodation House for 5 years, I was able to help hundreds of students coming from Pakistan with accommodation and other facilities. I am a foot soldier of APPNA. I deliver whatever task assigned to me. I never quit. I never left the forum. When 2024, when APPNA finances were messed up, APPNA lost 501c3, I stepped up as a treasurer, filed the 4-year missing taxes there, reinstated the APPNA, wrote the financial policy, which is valid as of today. Today, I stand in front of you as a candidate for president-elect. I have a vision and I have a plan. I will explain later in my debate. I will move the APPNA forward to a APPNA of future, APPNA for next generation, for my kids and your kids. Let us, with faith, sincerity, service, build a progressive APPNA of tomorrow.
Thank you very much. My request for the audience is please keep your phone as silent and just stay quiet until the candidate finish answering the questions, and then obviously it's okay to applaud at the end. Thank you very much. Now with that, we start the question answer session of the debate, and helping me with that will be Dr. Fawad Chaudhry as well as Dr. Sajid Zafar. The first question will be Dr. Fawad Chaudhry, and that question will go to Dr. Talha Siddiqui. And the same question will be answered by Dr. Lubna Naeem as well as Dr. Shehzad. Dr. Fawad, he is the co-chair of NEC.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Okay, so for Dr. Talha, the question is, in fact, all of you, but Dr. Talha to start, what is the primary strategic challenge confronting APPNA today? Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. I think the most primary challenge is our inclusion of young physicians into our organization. We have, I think I've been coming to APPNA meetings for the past almost 20 years now, and what I have seen is that the disinterest of the younger generation which wants to join us. Number 2, I think the main important is the inclusion of women physicians within the organizations. A lot of them are coming from Pakistan also and here, and the AMG graduates. I think that's the main thing we should focus on. Plus, we are only dependent on our meetings for revenue, and that needs to change, and we should look for further avenues for income for the organization. I think these are the main challenges we are facing at the moment.
Thank you. Dr. Lubna Naeem, please.
We can spend $3 million or $30 million. We will not have that kind of an impact or an influence unless we are trying to shape the policies, providing opportunities, and having equal opportunities for women physician leaders to come up to the governance strata. Secondly, we do not have an ecosystem for our early career physicians to help them with their practice development. When I was the treasurer, I launched career portal system for early career physicians for H1, J1 job posting, health information technology, and many other resources. We do not have a voice. When I am given that chance, we will elevate APPNA's voice. We'll make sure that APPNA has a seat at every table. We need that influence, and that's not gonna come from all these meetings and a lot of entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lubna. Dr. Shehzad, please.
The biggest challenge facing APPNA today is our administrative structure and the communication barrier. And I face as a trader, in 2024, they were missing 4-year taxes. It was hard to find where the receipts are. The first thing I'm gonna do after taking the office is I'm gonna streamline the office and the committees. We need to streamline the house first. You guys as a member have a good potential. We as a leader have to give you the platform, and I will give you the platform. Number 2 is the communication barrier. APPNA does a lot of good work, but there's so much negativity. Why is that? Because we need to better communicate. I'm a gastroenterologist. I took an AI course in 2 months because I know the importance of social media and AI. I will have a social reform so you can communicate better with our younger physicians.
Thank you, Dr. Shehzad.
So question number 2, this is for we'll start off with Dr. Lubna Naeem. Voters vote mostly according to their alumni or group affiliation instead of voting on merit. What will you do to fix that problem and end the grouping within APPNA? Dr. Naeem.
Who can understand more than I do this grouping? I have been close to being harassed to step out of the race just because there was another alumni candidate. So the membership needs to have a shared responsibility here. They need to think beyond alumni. They need to think beyond inner circles. They need to think beyond friendship circle. And they need to look at the merit. They need to look at the services of the candidate. Especially, it is so important to serve at all the executive leadership ladder to understand the governance better. As a treasurer, secretary, and like currently I said, I'm in the Financial Compliance Committee. So who can beat that? It is the responsibility of the membership to look carefully into the merit.
Time is up. Dr. Shehzad.
I think it starts with the leadership first. The leadership should select our leaders, our committee chairs, based on the merit, irrespective of the alumni and their affiliations. Number 2, follow your core mission. We come from different sources. We are different. I'm a gastroenterologist. You are GI, other different sources, different areas. The core mission, we need to stick to that. As a president, I'll follow the cable, the SOPs, and the code of conduct. And that will build the trust within the memberships. I pledge you, as a president-elect, the committee selection will be an open selection based on the merit, coming from different factors, based on their diversity, based on the female factors. I know there are 50% coming physicians from Pakistan, they are females. I pledge to have at least one female as a co-chair, a chair of each committee.
Dr. Talha Siddiqui.
Can I have a rebuttal on this one?
After me?
Okay.
Thank you. So the question is about how to fix the problem. And, you know, Lubna said she's having this problem. We had 3 candidates from Dogana at one time also as well. So I think the best way to curtail this problem and to stop it is to enhance your chapters. When you have chapters which are strong, the chapters which include everyone from all over Pakistan, when leadership comes from chapters, they know how to basically talk, they know how to build consensus, they know how to move forward. Alumni is something which is in your heart, and I think we won't be able to fix it very quickly. So chapters should be stronger. That's what I think. Thank you.
Just a reminder for the candidates, a rebuttal is only allowed if there's any personal comment and you have to clarify any point. On a subject matter, you already have expressed your views, and that will be extra time. So thank you.
So the next question, we will start with Dr. Shehzad now. There is a turnover every year of leadership. This leads to 1 year of frenzied personal agenda by the president. What will you do to break the cycle and achieve long-term goals for the future of the organization? For example, hiring a CEO or something of that sort. Please go ahead, Dr. Shehzad.
Yes. So as a president-elect, 2 things. Number 1, we need to send the benchmarks. If you look at my agenda, I have laid out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years plan. If you send the benchmark by year 3, that is my goal, that will prevent the repetition of the work. Second thing is the APPNA record in the office need to be electronic and digitalized, and no one can tell better than me as a trader, you know how hard it is to find the receipt from 4 years ago. So one of the things I'm going to do is to digitalize all the records of the office as well as at the committees. Second thing in the office, you need to have near allocation of duties and monitoring and sending up the benchmark. As a president, I'll make it mandatory for the director of operations to work closely with the BOD.
Thank you, Dr. Shehzad. Dr. Talha.
Thank you. So, yes, the turnover of leadership is not actually for the president. It is 3 years. 3 years he's in the board. And the board members are 2 years now, so that's enough time, I think. I think the best thing would be to build consensus within the board so that the policies of the president, the good policies, they continue and they debate on it further. I don't think we need to change that, but as far as the CEO is concerned, that's only for day-to-day running of the organization, not for the major decisions of the organization. We have a long-term strategic committee which can become stronger and should be strengthened. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Talha. Dr. Lubna.
What we need to do is have more training in governance. When we are coming right from the top and have 0 governance experience, then we would need more time. But if we are coming through the ranks for treasurer, secretary, so you carry that information, institutional information along with you. What I usually notice in other professional organizations, they do not have 2-year or 3-year presidencies. They have only 1-year presidency, but they have plenty of governance experience. So my election reform and leadership reform, I would propose to have prior service as a treasurer and a secretary for the position of president-elect, so they are not flabbergasted or surprised, what do I need to do now? So they carry that kind of an institutional memory. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a request for our friends in the back standing, if you can please refrain from discussions. I appreciate it. And also just a reminder, this is being streamed live on Zoom. and this debate also is being recorded. It will be posted on our APPNA website as well as all social media outlets.
So the next question is for Dr. Talha Siddiqui. With your experience, do you believe the perception that APPNA awards are often given to insiders, ignoring the merit?
You want a simple, straight answer? Yes. I think it is. They do. And I think unless and until you choose committee chairs on merit, disregarding alumni, chapters, friendships, you will never move forward. So at least these awards, which are very prestigious awards, should be given on merit and by impartiality. Thank you.
Dr. Naeem.
Yes. The answer is a big yes. And I am a personal victim of that. Because I have been in this organization for such a long time. I have been through all of that. But there's always room for improvement. Impartiality is not going to come from outside. It's going to come from change of systems. So we need to elect a president-elect who is not tied to inner circles, who is not going to be the face, and their team is going to be running the presidency. So elect an independent candidate. As an independent candidate, I might have lost before, but I stood on principle, and this is my principle. Make sure that they have no ties to the inner circle or the cliques.
Dr. Iqbal.
As I said before, the committee selection will be open selection if I'm giving the chance as a president-elect. And there will be a diverse people of people, there will be a diverse criteria, including a lot of factors, younger physicians, experience, female counterparts, and the results will be announced to the membership. That will be the one thing. Second thing, that how we going to improve the award committee, have a solution. The award committee is appointed by the BOD, and I will propose to the cable, and the membership can decide how about the awards committee will be appointed by the council. So that way there will be hopefully less chances of nepotism.
So the next question, again, this is not question from the committee or from me personally, it's from the general. So just to clarify. So it goes to Dr. Naeem first. Why do people want to be president so badly?
Good question. Very good question.
When I joined APPNA, Surgeon General Vivek Murthy declared childhood obesity as an epidemic. And I launched childhood obesity awareness campaign in this organization and took the message from across the nation, from underserved schools of San Antonio to Native American schools in Arizona to the valleys of California. And we got the recognition from Surgeon General and President Obama Award for Outstanding Volunteer Service. In order for me to do more, it was very important to come at that executive leadership ladder, because I thought that's the kind of influence I wanted to bring in APPNA, but you need that executive position. So I started working through the ranks, treasurer, secretary, and the next step is the president. It's not that I want this position badly. I would say I deserve this position.
Thank you, Dr. Naeem. Dr. Iqbal, please.
Two reasons. Number one, as I mentioned, during my struggle in the pursuit of residency, but the problems I faced, APPNA is my platform. I use this platform and help so many physicians who had the same problem with observership, no money, and they were living literally outside. I have used this platform. I believe in the vision and the mission of APPNA, and I will expand the mission of APPNA. Second thing, mainly, I want to run this fund for my kids and your kids. Currently have 2 kids in the medical school. I'm the YPC chair twice. APPNA has no platform to offer them. 10, 20 years from now, most of us will be gone. I want to leave a legacy for my generation and your generation. So in 20 years, the APPNA is vibrant, inclusive, and involves the younger physicians and the females. I will launch a program called Emerging Stars Program. It'll be a platform for the kids born in the USA.
Thank you. Dr. Siddiqui.
Thank you very much. So I've been involved in APPNA since 2007 and started as a grassroots worker for the meeting in Washington, D.C. During Dr. Mahmood Alam's time. And he was the first one who introduced me to leadership and its role in the committees. And then gradually became chair of the advocacy committee, worked for the J1 physicians, and later on worked for other committees as well, social welfare and disaster relief. So, umar guzari hai isi dasht ki sayyahi mein, APPNA is our family. And a time comes when you have served so much in the organization that even people who do not like you tell you to please go and contest and become president, you can do it. So that's why I'm here now. Everybody has asked me, and I'm not parachuting as a president. I've worked for the organization. Thank you.
So the next question is for Dr. Shahzad. If elected, how would you include those who were not elected?
Simple. We have elections every year. You know, there is no winner or losers. At the end, we are all friends, we are all family. The first thing I'm going to do, I will listen to the membership. I'm going to sit down with the membership, with the chairs, with the office, and listen to their demands. I believe as a leader, listening earlier, communicating better makes you a better leader. Second, I'm going to delegate the duties to my colleagues there. They will feel empowered, and as a president, I'll get the better results, and I pledge that.
Dr. Talha.
Thank you very much. So you mean the presidential, the board of trustees? That's a lot of people.
So I think so at this point, since you got 3 people contesting with you.
Sure. So I've already actually talked to Lubna and Shahzad, and I know I've worked with them for about almost 15 years now. I know their capabilities, I know their skill. Everything will be done on merit. Most probably, if I need them at that time, I will include them. If I'm elected president in my committee, is absolutely bilkul.
Dr. Lubna.
My fellow competitors are very talented, and definitely they have worked for APPNA, but not as much as I have. But if elected, how would I include them? My sincere suggestions to all leaders is, please work on governance. Learn the system of governance. It's very important not to only be treasurer, but be secretary. Know the financial compliance. The reason why I'm saying that is I am in the Financial Compliance Committee, which is previously known as Board of Trustees. So the more I learn, the more I know how little we know. So it is so important. If we are going to aspire for an executive position, we need to know the nuances. APPNA is a very complex organization, and it's very important to learn this organization. Having said that, Dr. Talha and Dr. Shahzad Iqbal, they are respected leaders, and definitely they will have the position in my presidency what fits best for both of them. Thank you.
Sure. So the next question will start with Dr. Talha. So after finishing their tenure, the APPNA presidents who have reached the pinnacle of the leadership role in this organization, your opinion that as a past president, should they take a role as a chair of any BOD appointed committee? Please go ahead.
Well, it depends. If their wife allows, they should do it. But the amount of time they've spent in APPNA for 3 years, I don't think they will be allowed. But I think the experience and actually of these physicians who have served for a long time in the organization, I think it should be utilized. We are actually ignoring a lot of senior physicians, also senior members and leaders. And I think we should utilize that to mentor basically the younger leadership which is coming up. It is very important that they be part of the committee. I don't know about chair or co-chair, but they should be there. We should include them. Senior, thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Lubna, please go ahead.
उसने गलत किया
देखिए, there should be an open merit application for all the committees. This is what I believe in. Having said that, the past presidents, they do have experience, and they can share their experience as advisors,
Yeah,
which
ये ठीक
we would be needing.
Yeah, ये
Because
सही
they
कहा
can be advisors of those newcomers and share their experiences and
More
advise them how,
accurate,
because they
yes.
also have institutional memory. So
Yeah.
what better role for them, other than the advisor? And we should have a dedicated support system for our elderly and, senior physicians as well, because legacy does matter.
Thank you, Dr. Lubna. Dr. Shehzad, please go ahead.
My answer is no. And I pledge you, if elected as a president-elect, I will not accept any position in any committee from BOD as a chair and co-chair. Why is that? Because we need to empower our younger physicians there. It's time to pass the baton. I'm going to build the APPNA of the future, APPNA of next generation. I'm not going to take their spot. I will advise them, I will guide them, but I'm not going to take the leadership position from them. I want to give them the position.
मैंने सुना है ना कि इन्होंने कम से कम 2 से 3 लाख डॉलर लगाया है कैंपेन के ऊपर इन्होंने पता नहीं लीडर
Please be quiet.
पार्टियां दी हैं जो
Can you mute
All
please,
right,
Dr.
next
Afzal?
question is for Dr. Lubna Naeem.
उन्होंने फॉलो किए हैं पूरे
What will you do to encourage the next generation, the U.S. medical graduates, to become members and be part of the leadership?
The most important thing is to stop vote buying, because that's not organic growth. So we need to start focusing on the organic growth of this organization, then that's never going to come unless we provide them with the valued benefits to these early career physicians. If we are providing those valued benefits, such as, like I mentioned, H1, J1 job postings, practice development, and credential resources, and I would definitely, coordinate with the AMA because they have 4,000 international medical graduates too, and they have huge resources. We'll do collaboration. Unless and until we do those kind of collaboration, they have nothing incentivized for this organization other than the candidates. When the election comes, they start looking for them and start giving them, incentives to buy the votes, and that's not an organic growth.
I respectfully disagree with my opponent. The question is regarding the US medical graduate. They don't need the H1 visa. What I'm going to do first is listen to them. Their kids born here, their thinking process and how they work is different than. And I can tell from my 2 kids in the medical school. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give them the platform. It's called the Emerging Stars program for them. They will have education, advocacy, and other things. We'll give them the umbrella under the APPNA. Let them lead, let them take the APPNA to the next level there. I am the chair of Young Physician Committee. Okay, I know the needs of the younger population. They need the mentorship. They need the social digitization and connection. APPNA is lagging behind the social media. I'll have a reform with them, connect with them with the TikTok and the Facebook Reels. We'll do that, inshallah.
Dr. Talha Siddiqui.
Thank you. I agree with both of my competitors, but I think they should be given a platform in our organization, number one. Number two, US medical graduates need, CMEs, sponsorships, and also workshops, which we can provide them and basically attract them to our organization. But we have to basically make them members, and earlier on, with compensation. That is very important. They will be our fuel for the next 10 to 15 years. But yes, I will also agree with Dr. Lubna Naeem that please just spare them and don't involve them and pay for their membership just for voting. Just don't do it. Thank you.
I request all the audience, please be respectful. No shouting, no chanting of any negative comments especially. You can applaud, but please avoid any negative comments. Thank you.
So the next question will start with Dr. Shehzad Iqbal. Would you make the local chapters who are hosting the meetings be part of the profit sharing? And by that, we mean from central meetings profit if they are held in those states. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Absolutely, yes. I was the chair of 2024, and I can tell you, APPNA is done a lot, a tremendous from the financial point of view. APPNA is a brand name. For APPNA to grow further, we need to strengthen our footprints in the USA. Guess who's the footprints in USA? The chapters. So I will have a formula defined by the membership. If we have a profit, how much we allocate. Number one. Number two, do not ignore the smaller chapters. They are surviving financially. So I will also recommend our BOD to come up with a formula that part of that money to be given to the newly elected smaller chapters so they can also grow. So I will give to the local chapter as well as our smaller chapters who are elected that same year, encourage them.
Thank you. Dr. Talha?
Yes, I would agree that I think the local chapters should be included in the profit sharing. It is very important because we need to make them stronger and be self-sustaining. And also, not just this, but I think years back, during our conventions in summer meetings, we got profit sharing from APPNA for alumni also. So both alumni and chapters should be part of the profit sharing. Thank you.
I have a personal experience. When I hosted San Antonio National Fall Meeting in 2016, that was the first time Dr. Nasser Qureshi, he gave us the opportunity for the chapter to host the meeting, to take the loss entirely, that's what he said, and profit 40% and 60% giving back to APPNA. And that was the most successful meeting in the history of APPNA. And I took that challenge because prior 10 years, all the fall meetings, they were in loss. And that meeting was $100,000 in profit, because that kind of motivation, if you give it to the chapters, it brings them at the national limelight, and that's what they are looking for. And that's so important. That's my personal experience. So that's 100% yes for me.
So this question was asked yesterday also to the board of director candidates. The question is for Dr. Talha Siddiqui. Success of any organization is based on the engagement of the members. I'm a lifetime member, but I still don't know what is in it for me other than the CME, bazaar, dinner, and entertainment. What will you do to improve member benefits?
Yeah, this has been a question which has been asked actually repeatedly for the past several years. I think liability insurance, all the member benefits, I think we are improving on it. Liability insurances for members, travel compensation for members, all this has been included. APPNA is also a very important social organization. And apart from the dinner entertainment, which is very important, they also meet their friends, the families come here. There's not just all these things, but it's a family-oriented event. And I think that basically encourages the kids also to grow and join APPNA. So it's not just that these are the only things. We do give them benefits, and gradually we are improving on it. And the membership package, I think this year I saw, has a lot of perks in it as well. Thank you.
Dr. Lubna.
I agree with them. We can have 3 million, we can spend 3 million or 30 million on a meeting, but we do not have that kind of an influence. There's no impact. If the general member, a lifetime member, he's not the only one. This member is not the only one. There's so many others. And this is not going to happen unless we are in the policy making. Influence, relevance, representation, and advocacy. That's the way to go. We need to have a seat at every table. We need to represent ourselves. Every chapter, connect with AMA, local state medical societies, county medical societies, make sure we are part of the policy making and we are not left behind. That's the only way we create influence and have a name out there. Thank you.
Dr. Shahzad.
APPNA is a diverse organization. We come to meeting for a lot of reasons. We healthcare, education, social interaction, humanitarian causes. As a president, I will focus on your needs and I will entertain all those needs. Number two, we need to tailor our benefits according to their stage of career, their geography, where they're coming from. For the younger physicians and the early careers, which I was there a few years ago, mentorship, research opportunities there. The ones who are established, like myself, mid-career, give them leadership opportunities. The ones who are well-established, them, travel benefits, those things, so tailor them. More importantly is to communicate, because I feel like there's a communication barrier from the APPNA going to the membership. As I said before, I will have a social reform committee. We can communicate to the member, to the younger populations, birthday wishes, other things. Thank you.
All our audience friends in the back, please, if you can keep the volume a little bit low. In the back, please refrain from loud discussion. Thank you.
So the next question will start with Dr. Lubna Naeem. So in your opinion, which organizational model better fosters grassroots growth of APPNA? A decentralized or a centralized system? Please go ahead.
Okay, there is no such thing as decentralized or centralized. There's collaboration. There's a centralized organization, which is an umbrella organization, and then there are chapters, and then there are alumni. That's where the grassroots work happens. There needs to be a better collaboration, especially with the chapters, because that's where actual grassroots work happens, based on the community needs, based on the state medical society needs. That is exactly where we need to pay attention to. So I do not believe in, there's devolution, but there cannot be, no strings attached to APPNA. APPNA has to be an umbrella organization. But unless and until we are doing grassroots work at the chapter level, even alumni, I really think alumni is good for getting our international medical graduates up here. That is the most important, or doing something for the alumni back home. But if we have to create influence, we have to
Thank you,
empower
Dr. Lubna.
chapters.
Time is up. Thank you. Dr. Shahzad, please go ahead.
There are three wings of APPNA. One is our alumni, the footprints in Pakistan. Chapters, footprints here in the USA. We live here. The third wing is the specialty network, which is our global network to execute our projects. As a president, I pledge to strengthen our chapters, our specialty networks. We have a wider impact. APPNA is seen as a global organization. Don't forget about our Canadian physicians. As a president, I pledge you, inshallah, we will resolve the Canadian issues. Their needs are different. I was the board of directors in 2024 when the whole complaint started. We'll bring everybody under one umbrella and have a plan.
Thank you, Dr. Shahzad. Dr. Talha, please go ahead.
Thank you. I think, there's no decentralized, but I think all the chapters are already 501(c), most of them, and therefore they are pretty independent in their finances and in their membership. I think all should work under the umbrella of APPNA. And as far as the other chapters which are concerned, they should be strengthened as well through our organization. We can only progress through chapters. That is the key. Thank you.
Thank you, Talha. Can we please keep the volume down at the back? This is the last question. We're going to start with Dr. Shahzad Iqbal. What will you do to increase the representation of women in APPNA? This was the question from yesterday as well.
So I was the chair of Young Physician Committee in 2015-17, and let me tell you, that time only 1/3 females were coming from the Pakistan, 2/3 were male. Look at the last 3-year match result, 50% of the females, of the results, they are females. So as a president-elect, as I said, I pledge that at least one chair or co-chair will be a female, because it's time to empower our younger female physicians into the APPNA. And I tell you a story. 2017, I was the chair of YPC. A young kid from Dow, Asra Nayab, approached me as a first-year radiology resident. She has an idea. She wants to contribute in the YPC. I gave her the opportunity. She started the mock interview session. And you know, mock interview sessions, it became so popular. Every year, hundreds of students benefiting from it. As the president-elect, I will empower them. And now don't forget about our alliance members. Thursday night should be alliance night.
Dr. Talha Siddiqui.
Thank you very much. I think women are already empowered. We need to facilitate them. And I think they should be included as chairs, co-chairs. And also, I personally will recommend a permanent seat in the BOD for them, change in the constitution, where they can represent themselves and have their own one position. They can also fight on the general seat. That is my suggestion. I think alliance, as far as alliance is concerned, we need to bring back alliance to the fold of APPNA. On Thursdays, there used to be a big entertainment from Alliance. People used to go there, physicians, non-physicians, and I think that has been stopped and turned into a cultural night, so that should be changed, and Alliance should get its share again back. Thank you.
Dr. Lubna.
And I want to take your words for this. Current slate, there are 11 positions for the upper leadership and less than 9% representation. I am the only female physician representing with the most qualification, and I would request all of you to vote for me, because we need that representation. And I would request them to vote for me too, because I want them to fulfill their promise. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. This concludes the question and answer portion of the debate. I just have a request for the candidates. Please stay on stage after we are done for group photo. We are going to start now with the closing statements, and each candidate will have 2 minutes for their closing remarks, and then we'll have my closing remarks. And first, Dr. Talha Siddiqui.
Thank you, NEC, for arranging this. And so again, friends and colleagues, tonight we have had different ideas, vision presented to us by different candidates. And as you make your decision for the future elections in this election, I ask you one simple question. What kind of APPNA do we want to leave for the next generation? Do we want politics or do we want progress? Do we want closed-door decisions or do we want transparency? Do we want exclusion or inclusion of deserving members? I believe APPNA's greatest strength is not its finances, not its buildings, it is the membership. I believe APPNA's greatest strength is the membership. Every physician who volunteers, every young doctor who looks for mentorship, every woman leader who aspires to serve the organization, every AMG bringing new ideas and fresh ideas to the organization, every Canadian colleague strengthening our North American family, every senior physician whose experience deserves respect. As your president, if I'm elected, I will listen before I will lead. I will unite before I will divide, and always place APPNA above my personal interests. I will protect our finances with accountability and transparency, expand opportunities for the members, and I will prepare APPNA for the future through innovation and responsible leadership. This election is not about me or them. It is about changing the culture of this organization for once and for all. If you believe in ethical leadership, if you believe that every member deserves a voice, if you believe that the best days are ahead, then I humbly ask for your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next up will be Dr. Lubna Naeem.
This election is about choosing what APPNA will become over the next decade. What APPNA lacks is influence. We can spend $3 or $30 million, but if we are not shaping policies, providing opportunities, or improving the lives of our members, we have not created that impact. As a legislative, public health, and a community leader, creating impact has been my life's work. I authored a historic non-compete resolution that became state law, benefiting more than 100,000 physicians. I advocated for Doctors Act at the Capitol, opening pathways for internationally trained physicians to serve in the United States. This is the kind of impact I will bring in APPNA: influence, representation, and advocacy. We'll connect with AMA, County Medical Society, so we are not left behind in the policy making. We will build an AI-powered APPNA that automates routine operations, reduces administrative costs, and connects 4,000 APPNA members through AI-powered communication platform. Equal opportunity for women physicians, for our early career physicians. At this point, I want you to think beyond alumni, think beyond inner circles, think about impact. And let me leave you with one final question. Would you board an airplane if you knew that the pilot had little or no training? Neither would I. I am that trained pilot, the only candidate who has completed the APPNA executive leadership ladder, ready to navigate APPNA through the new horizons of excellence and impact. I'm Dr. Lubna Naeem, asking you to vote for me quite humbly. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Shahzad Iqbal.
Thanks again, NEC and the membership, and giving me the opportunity to speak. I'm Dr. Shahzad Iqbal. This is my third decade of involvement with the APPNA, and I've always risen through the ranks, from committee members to chairs to board of directors. I always delivered whatever tasks I was assigned to. I didn't walk out. I never quit. I'm a foot soldier of APPNA, using this platform as a YPC chair, part of SB Advocacy Committee for years, as a supervisor of New York House. For many years, I was able to help hundreds of young physicians coming from Pakistan with different needs, mentorship, research, visa issues. The one who could not afford, like myself years ago, I was able to arrange scholarships for them. I'm a foot soldier. When the APPNA lost the 501c3, I stepped up as a trader, filed the missing taxes, reinstated the APPNA 501c3, revised the APPNA financial policy, which is valid as of today. As a supervisor of New York House 2015, FBI came to the New York House. I was there to defend APPNA. We have built up a portal system where they can track whoever is coming, whoever is going out of the houses there. Today I stand in front of you as a candidate for APPNA President-elect. Have a vision, have a plan. I will make the APPNA, inshallah, inclusive, a vibrant organization which empowers its younger physicians, especially females. As I said, I pledge to have one female as a chair and co-chair of each committee. There will be open enrollment into the committees there. We will launch, inshallah, the Emerging Star program. There will be the platform for our kids born here, because 20 years down the road, when I am not here, APPNA is still here. APPNA is a vibrant organization. So together today, with faith, sincerity, and service, let us build an APPNA of tomorrow, APPNA of future. Please, I'm humbly requested, vote and support. Shahzad Iqbal.
All right, just a quick reminder for the candidates going forward. Please abide by the code of conduct. And as we know, any violation of the code of conduct will result in penalties. And I really appreciate all the candidates who are participating in the debate and all the wonderful audience. Thank you so much. And big round of applause to all our future leaders. Like I always say, that they are our role models, and we look up to them. They are our future leaders. We may have our differences, just like any other family, but at the end of the day, we all come together and be basically one APPNA. And I really appreciate and sincerely thank everybody for participating. Thank you so much. And NEC members, please come on the stage. Dr. Samina, Dr. Arshad, for a group photo. Thank you, everybody.
इसको बंद